So can I ask, is Amanda and Claire for the next? So Amanda has been in the peer educator post with the Recovery College South East, South Tipperary since April 2016 and has experience working in the volunteer and education sector. And at last she has found a job that she's passionate about. Congratulations, me too. Claire is the recovery coordinator for CHO5, including coordinating the development of Recovery College in South East and leading advanced recovery for Carlow, Kilkenny and South Tipperary. If you'd like to come up, thank you.
Okay. Testing, 1, 2. Is that okay? Hi. Can everyone hear me there? Yeah? So if recovery education is the answer, what is the question? Good afternoon and welcome to our Picha Kucha presentation. This was new terminology for us, for an old style of delivering, and we weren't actually sure how to dress today. So maybe as Pikachu with a Machu Picchu flavour, or Japanese with some cherry blossoms, hence the pink. So Michael Carl, oh sugar, go.
If recovery education is the answer, the question has to be, how do we develop a whole service approach to recovery? Recovery is everyone's business, and we in CHO5, we believe that improving what we do is everyone's business. We want everyone to get involved. Education and learning is everyone's business, and co-production supports all stakeholders to promote recovery principles and practice. And as a Recovery College South East, we believe that we can drive this approach.
And we wait. Okay, the rationale behind, I suppose, Recovery College and recovery education. If we look at the slide there, that's the old institution of St. Canice's in Kilkenny. And up at the right-hand corner of the slide is actually the old education rooms with the matron at the helm of it. And we can see as we go through how different the changes are.
This is a national framework for recovery in mental health, which we all know about. And the whole service approach to recovery education starts with the implementation of the national framework. Everything we do is underpinned by the 4 recovery principles identified within this national framework. And it's up there as you can see it.
This is the Recovery College South East. The hub is in Greenshill in Kilkenny City. Our first step in organisation commitment by providing us with a designated space for recovery education. It used to be called Tusnua, which meant new beginnings, and here we are on a new beginning again.
Isn't it lovely? This is our logo. It's made up of cascading blocks, as you can see, all different colours, all different shapes and sizes. And I suppose that reflects the uniqueness of each individual that comes through our doors at the Recovery College in Kilkenny. And I suppose the familiar language with recovery education is control, opportunity and hope.
Our recovery education approach is unique. We're the first college, both nationally and internationally, to actually bring mental health and addiction challenges together under one roof. Substance misuse and social inclusion, they part fund my post and a part-time recovery educator post from the addiction services.
The Recovery College South East is Recovery College without walls, a Michael Ryan statement, reflecting the hub and spoke model. As it's described, recovery education and learning in a suitcase, again influencing the development of recovery-orientated services.
Claire is better at this than me. This is a journey, and if we look at it, it's an individual journey that all of us have in our own lives. This is the road that shows how a person can undertake in recovery education as a way of building resilience for themselves to get back on track. By dropping into the involvement centres, then maybe the Recovery College, recovery education is available service-wide.
And I suppose this is the reality of the organisational commitment. On the left here, you have a group of people who are involved at every level of the organisation. And on the right, we have the Recovery Principles and Practice workshop. So in CHO5, it's a mandatory workshop for all staff.
Recovery education, it invests in people. And that's a principle of the National Recovery Framework. The recovery approach is sustained through a culture that supports recovery, learning and practice. These are just a few pictures from our co-production and our recovery educators. Take a
Okay.
bow, guys.
And this is the human side of the Recovery College South East. 2 groups of photographs, both after going through co-production and facilitation training and recovery principles and practice reflection. And out of this group, I suppose we have 22 who are actively involved in recovery education across the CHO5.
And this is our timetable. So in this semester, our student enrolment has been about 498. All workshops are evaluated through student and facilitator evaluation, and then they're reviewed at the end of the semester, so changes are made. Our workshops are actually open to everybody within the community, so they're completely community-facing.
We talked about recovery in a suitcase. So this is the Recovery College is the hub, and we coordinate the training across the service and the development of recovery education across the service. So within the Department of Psychiatry, the supported residential areas, the community areas, our day centres and acute day hospitals.
Here are some opportunities that promote co-production at all levels. I suppose with my own role, there's an opportunity for the current networks of peer educators to be expanded to a national network for recovery education and developing career pathways for such roles within the mental health and the addiction services.
Like every other opportunity, challenge, there's an opportunity with it. And we have challenges like everyone else does. A staff involvement, I suppose, is a huge challenge for us, building capacity for them to get involved and for recovery to be seen as part of their day-to-day interaction with people. Okay, Amanda, you're on.
Plan for the future ahead, 2018 to 2020, no pitcha kutcha. Develop a recovery education strategy as per the national framework in line with the services needs. Again, that includes all stakeholders. Continue to follow the recovery education funding proposal. Okay, I'm gone.
So this is just some of the feedback from our students, which our students, you know, they come from all walks of life. So service providers, community, people who use our services, family members. So that's a few of the feedbacks, and I suppose I would like to become a trained facilitator, which was very, very powerful.
And last but not least, we can be found on www.Recovery College Southeast, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and you can contact us by email.
Thank you
Thank
very
God
much.
that's over.